Congresswoman Lisa McClain, thank you for joining us on the Capitol Report.
Thank you for having me.
Congresswoman, earlier today, prior to President Biden's phone meeting with Xi Jinping of China, China actually put a ship through the Taiwanese, the Strait of Taiwan. What type of message do you think that the Chinese regime is trying to send, and how big of a concern is this to you?
One, I think it's very concerning. I'm not much for coincidences, and this seems to be a pattern every time the president meets with an adversary, so to speak, is whether it's the bombing in Erbil, last Saturday, I think it was, hitting very close to our consulate, whether it's sending a ship in the straits near Taiwan. Those are calculated messages, and I don't know how anyone can put a positive spin on that. So I think it's gravely concerning. I say this a lot, but it's very true. Weakness breeds aggression. And our adversaries are sending us a message. China is sending us a message, and it's not a positive one.
There's been very few voices, yours being one of the few, ringing the alarm bells when it comes to China and the threat of China. What do you think it's going to take for the business community and the U.S. government to actually really get serious when it comes to dealing with the CCP?
Unfortunately, I think it's going to take an extreme tragedy. I hate to say that. I hope it doesn't take that, but I hope we can learn some lessons from the past. Listen, we live and work in a global economy. We can't pretend that we don't. But we have products and services, goods and services, that people around the world, especially the Chinese, want to import, want to buy. We need to lead, and we need to lead from the front on that. And if you want to buy our resources, if you want to do business with the United States, you have to play by our rules. It's flip-flopped right now. Right now, we're playing by the Chinese rules. That needs to change. Trust me, follow the money. Economics is the backbone of any good economy. And we need to start playing from a position of strength, a position of power, and we need to set the rules.
Now, I want to switch gears a little bit and talk to you about rising prices, whether it be the inflation or high gas prices that have been exacerbated from the conflict in Ukraine. What are your constituents saying to you? What are you hearing from them?
My constituents are frustrated, they're irritated, and they can't afford $5 a gallon for gas. They can't afford the inflation. They can't afford to go to the stores and have the shelves empty. And they are very, very upset, and they're concerned. And that's what they want us to talk about and fix in government. I think one of the biggest issues that government faces today is the disconnect between us here on Capitol Hill and the people in the district or the people back home. This administration is completely out of touch with reality in terms of what's going on. I mean, I have people in my district that have to make a choice between, do I fill up my car, do I buy medicine, or what food do I put on the table for my families? And they're screaming it at the top of their lungs. That's what they want us to deal with, and that's what we need to deal with.
Do you see a path to work with Democrats and get them on board to open up to American energy independence?
I think if we listen to our constituents, which is what we were elected to do, it's our responsibility to find that path. That is energy independence. If what is happening in Russia, in Ukraine right now, if that doesn't speak volumes of the importance of being energy independent, I don't know what will wake up this administration and the progressives to. That is critical, and we need energy independence, and we need it now, because without it, we are extremely vulnerable.
Congresswoman Lisa McClain, thank you.
Thank you.